When I did my first profession, and she asked me to go to stay in the regional house because my apostolate was in the city. She was in that community, and I kind of always, looked at her as the Leonella who was my nurse tutor, the Leonella who was our regional superior when we were postulants and novices. I don't know, for whatever reason, she felt that she had to kind of help me grow in my relationship with her as sister to sister. And once she called me and said, we have had a different relationship at different times. First of all, as my student, then as a postulant, and then as a novice, but now you are my sister. I am much older than you, but you are my sister, and I am your elder sister. And when I think of that, I see her invitation to a closer relationship where we could share as sisters, not anymore as that leader that I see in her, or that superior, that principal tutor, but as sisters. She always was the regional superior, but she invited me for another kind of relationship. And this was the Leonella that most of us knew, one who was able to relate as a sister even when she was in leadership, one who was always ready to go the extra mile to know what is happening with you, to know about your family, to know about your apostolate, and to know how you are going on with your relationship with the Lord above all. For her, that was very, very important. So she was not the leader who was just organizing. She was very good at that. She was a woman of vision. She had dreams, but she also worked very hard to make those dreams come true. But she was not the kind of leader who always had projects and had strategies and all that. She worked through projects through relationship. She worked on those projects through the relationship she had with the people, not only with the sisters, but all those other people who were, kind of collaborating with us. So as a leader, Sister Leonella was somebody we can learn from many things in her way of being humble, being respectful, being humane, being fraternal. But there was something else that was very clear about her. She was a very decisive person. When she knew that something needed to be done, a journey of faith, for example, in the institute, in the region, needed to be done, and she had to insist, she was not afraid. She insisted, she went for it. She talked to the sisters. She worked for it in a way that everybody knew what needed to be done. She was not afraid of what will the sisters say, or maybe I'm insisting too much, or maybe I may hurt somebody with my insistence. No. When it was clear for her that this needed to be done for us to live as better Christians, as better missionaries, as better consolata sisters, she went for it without fear, without looking back, without fear of offending anybody. No, she was decisive in that sense, but always willing to journey with others. She never did it on her own. She encouraged, she insisted, she talked over it. She went back to it. She was patient also when she saw that the steps were not going as she wished, but she didn't give up. She didn't let go, as long as she knew that something was important. This was the Leonella I knew as a leader, a Leonella who has taught me many things, that it doesn't matter what responsibility you have, it doesn't matter where you're working, never walk over people. Walk with them, journey with them, dialogue with them. But when you know that something really needs to be done, and that's what the will of God is, don't give up. Go for it, even if it means that sometimes you might have to stand alone. That's something that I learned from her. and I'm very grateful for the example she gave through her life.